Attention passionate LAS, Vegas Raiders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Las Vegas Raiders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Las Vegas Raiders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and LAS, Vegas Raiders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to this team, your team, the Las Vegas Raiders, you already know that this offseason has been anything but boring. There's been a lot of buzz, a lot of speculation, and a lot of excitement brewing around the silver and black. And honestly, if you're a true fan, you've been feeling it too. The Raiders, historically, are a team that never shies away from making bold moves, whether that's in the draft, free agency, or strategic shifts within the organization. And this season, the energy around Allegiant Stadium and the entire Raiders universe is electric. There's a real sense that something big is on the horizon, and I'm here to break it all down for you. Let's start with what's been making waves in the NFL world lately, especially among Raiders fans. The latest updates involve some key player developments, and I'm talking about the new additions, the emerging stars, and the strategic moves that could reshape the team's trajectory. Now, one name that's been front and center, Tyree Wilson. If you've been following the NFL draft, especially the Raiders picks, you know that drafting Wilson was a statement. This guy is a freak of nature, 6'6", over 275 pounds, with incredible explosiveness and athleticism. The Raiders management saw something special in him, and honestly, he's been turning heads in training camp. His presence on the defensive line is already creating a lot of buzz among fans and analysts alike. But Wilson isn't just a draft pick. He's a symbol of the Raiders' future. The organization has been investing heavily in building a defense that can compete at the highest level, and Wilson is a cornerstone of that plan. His ability to disrupt plays, get to the quarterback, and set the tone up front could be exactly what the Raiders need to elevate their defense from good to elite. And let's not forget, the Raiders have been known for their aggressive defensive strategies, especially under the coaching staff that emphasizes pressure and turnovers. With Wilson joining the fold, the defensive line suddenly looks more formidable than ever. And that's a game changer in the AFC West, where offenses are always stacked and ready to strike. Now, on the offensive side, there's been a lot of talk about the quarterback position, and rightfully so. The Raiders have been in a bit of a quarterback carousel lately, but this season, there's a lot of optimism surrounding Jimmy Garoppolo. When he signed with the team, many fans were cautiously optimistic, and the preseason has shown some promising signs. Garoppolo's experience, ability to read defenses, and calmness under pressure could be exactly what the Raiders need to bring consistency to their offense. Still, one of the most exciting developments is the emergence of young talent, especially in the wide receiver core. The rookie, Tyree, has been showing flashes of brilliance, with impressive catches, route running, and a knack for making yardage after the catch. It's that kind of explosive potential that could turn the Raiders' offense into one of the most dynamic in the league this season. But let's step back for a moment and look at the big picture. The Raiders, as a franchise, have a rich history of resilience, of overcoming adversity and turning underdog stories into legendary chapters. From the days of Al Davis and the iconic "just win, baby" mantra to the modern era, the team has always been about pushing the limits, defying expectations, and playing with that gritty, never-say-die attitude. This season feels like a continuation of that legacy, especially with the added motivation of proving doubters wrong and reclaiming their spot among the AFC's elite. And speaking of the AFC, let's not forget that the division this year is particularly competitive. The Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos are all loaded with talent, and every game is going to be a battle. But the Raiders are stacking their roster with purpose, and the coaching staff is clearly aiming for a playoff push. With the defensive upgrades, the offensive weapons, and the overall team chemistry improving, many analysts are penciling them in as dark horse candidates for a deep postseason run. And trust me, in the NFL, momentum is everything. When you have a team that's firing on all cylinders, even the biggest rivals can feel the pressure. Now, I want to talk about something that's been on every Raiders fan's mind. What are the realistic expectations for this team this season? Well, if you ask me, the sky's the limit. Of course, there are still questions around consistency, injury management, and how well the young players will adapt to the NFL grind. But the foundation is there. The coaching staff, led by John Gruden's philosophy of aggressive, smart football, seems to be aligning their strategy with the talent they've assembled. The teams focus on strengthening their run game, protecting the quarterback, and creating turnovers on defense could be the recipe for a winning formula. And let's not forget the importance of the home field advantage at Allegiant Stadium. The Raiders' fan base is one of the most passionate in the league. Those sea of silver and black, the chants, the energy, they're a 12th man that can truly impact the outcome of games. With the team's recent improvements, the environment at games this season promises to be electric. Fans are more engaged than ever, and that kind of energy can lift the players in tight moments, especially late in games when the pressure is mounting. Looking ahead, the Raiders' schedule is tough, no doubt about it. They'll face some AFC powerhouses, and every game will be a test of their resilience and adaptability. But if there's one thing this team has shown over the years, it's resilience. They've been knocked down, but they've always gotten back up, and this season might just be the one where everything clicks. Roster depth, combined with strategic in-game adjustments, could see the Raiders not only competing for a playoff spot, but also making a serious run deep into January. Now I want to pause here for a second. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Las Vegas Raiders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Because folks, what's coming next is really exciting. Rumors of potential trades, strategic signings, and even some surprises in the roster are swirling around. The Raiders are always bold, always aggressive, and always looking to improve. It's that relentless pursuit of excellence that keeps fans like us on the edge of our seats. And if we zoom out for a moment, you'll see that the Raiders' story isn't just about the current roster or the upcoming season. It's about a legacy, a franchise that's been through so much, from Super Bowl glory in the early 80s to the roller coaster of recent years. The move to Las Vegas was a bold gamble, but one that's paying off. The new stadium, the community support, and the renewed sense of purpose are all fueling this team's ambition. The Raiders now have a fresh chapter to write, and it's one that could lead to more playoff appearances, maybe even another Super Bowl. Looking at the players, the coaching staff, and the leadership, there's a clear sense of direction. The front office has been meticulous, targeting specific areas for improvement. They've drafted young talent with high upside, signed veteran players who bring leadership and stability, and worked tirelessly behind the scenes to build a roster capable of competing with the best. The chemistry on this team seems to be building, and that's often the secret ingredient for a successful season. Now for the fans, the excitement is palpable. The tailgates, the chants, the sheer energy of game day, it's all part of what makes being a Raiders supporter so special. The community in Las Vegas has embraced this team, and the team in turn is embracing the city. It's a perfect synergy that could be the foundation for a historic season. And with the NFL's competitive landscape as fierce as ever, every game counts, every play is crucial, and every moment is an opportunity for greatness. As we look ahead to the rest of this season, it's impossible not to feel a sense of anticipation. Can the Raiders finally put everything together and make that deep playoff run? Will the young stars, like Wilson and the emerging receivers, step up when it matters most? The answers lie ahead, but what we do know is that this team has the talent, the determination, and the spirit to surprise a lot of people. They've been underestimated before, and they've always come back stronger. This season might just be the one where everything clicks, where the silver and black show the league that they're back in a big way. And now, Las Vegas Raiders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these developments? Do you believe this team has what it takes to go all the way? Are you confident in the coaching staff's game plan? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Raiders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more news, and more deep dives into everything happening in the Raiders universe. Stay tuned, keep that passion burning, and let's keep supporting this incredible team on their journey. Because when it comes to the Raiders, it's never just a game, it's a way of life.